Alright then, children. Let's not waste any time. I know I'm late. I know I've done you wrong. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry about it. There was nothing for it. Had a couple of crazy puppies in my apartment. My house, I suppose you'd call it. Couldn't leave them in the kennel. It would be unethical. So, decided I'd play with them till their mum got home. And now she's here. So, no barking dogs in the background tonight. Hello there, Indigo. How are you tonight? Are you here to enjoy a spooky stream? Going to watch the spooky videos? How are you, babe? Ah, good. Good. Alright, then let's watch the spooky games. It's going to be some repetition for you because I kind of was playing this over at your place. Aww. I hate when you have a headache. It bums me out. I hate when you have tooth pain. It makes me sad. I don't like any of those things. Well, I think it's good that you take a break anyway. You've been working and working and working. So I really think you need to just chill the fuck out for a bit, you know? So I'm going to play some Vampyr. And have a fun time with it. Hello there. I love this chick.
How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Yeah? Know anything about blackmail?
Have you heard of any black?
Good, drink water.
Within these walls?
I have no time for mortal games. My secrets are beyond their comprehension, Dr. Reed.
This chick is my favorite character in the game.
I'll leave you.
I think it would be delightful if it turned out that she actually was a vampire. And my character was just dumb this whole time. Couldn't recognize her.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
Yeah, you sound miserable.
What? What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
I have questions.
Dr. Swansea is quite busy, and I need you to help me get acclimated. I have many questions.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You
I
know how
didn't
long I've
threaten
been a
you.
patient here. You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you.
I didn't pick a fight
You
with
know
her.
what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
Games sure do like the C word these days.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business.
I didn't like that descriptive term.
Well, one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
You're an interesting one, Harriet. I gotta go have a word.
Patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself.
Yeah, I don't know why that
Fear
all
and
of a sudden they're
exhaustion
like,
make me say
hey,
awful things to you.
see where this,
You
see where that.
remained perfectly
It's a bit
nice
much,
and polite.
honestly.
A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
All right. Well, the Nye Guy's here. What'd you do for a living?
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Fascinating. Are you a priest, then?
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Is it really? It's taking a long time for chat comments to appear. Sorry about that. I don't know how to fix that, I'm afraid. Connection issues? No, it doesn't say I have any connection issues. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Interesting. I've got nothing. I've got nothing. I'm sorry.
Why
You
didn't
could try
use your
disconnecting and
cross
reconnecting.
against William Bishop to repel him somehow.
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Are you not aware of the plague of vampires in this city, and the guy was trying to drink your blood? That doesn't factor in at all, that you thought maybe... No? Alright, well then that's fine. How you feeling?
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel... empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
That's fair. Have you made any friends since you arrived?
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really. But I recognize
Testing.
Miss Harriet Jones.
Just got
I
it.
knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never
Yay!
came to see her here at Pembroke. Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know.
I like how judgy my guy
We're
is.
not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Also, she just shouted the C word every time I saw her, so I didn't really want to talk to her, you know?
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
Yeah, she's interesting, isn't she? How's the situation in the old... what's the story with Tom Watts?
Do you know Tom Watts? The bartender from the Turtle.
From the Turtle.
I met him before
You know,
I found
that
you
guy.
in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Good old Tom! What, dealing booze and not really talking to people very much?
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
It is, as you say, a damn shame. Corruption?
As part of town, then. Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
Well, that's fair enough. Hey, it's about time to light a candle. I want this room smelling like pine and lime, damn it. There we go. Did you see how I did that upside down? I'm a talented man. I have a gift. Perhaps I could apply for some sort of lucrative financial situation with those talents. I don't know.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the dockers' trade union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
The Wet Boot Boys, huh?
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show.
Clay
With the
Cox?
assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
But I know where Clay Cox is. He's right here at the hospital.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know? The sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint. Not even criminals.
To bug one, huh? Alright, well. Take it easy, boss.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Hello, Laura. How are ya?
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
Hey, boss. What's your story?
Every route.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No.
What's wrong with your
Don't think
face?
You can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off.
But you have a
Still
face.
call me Thomas Elwood.
You're really not that bad off, man. You actually look like you fared pretty well for somebody who took a shell to the face.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Ah. So you're not in physical pain. Your mind is hurting.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Oh, no. So it's not mental pain. It's physical pain. Gotcha. Who's treating you for that?
Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
I somehow don't believe that. Mr. Elwood, I think that maybe you might be depressed. And I can't say as I would blame you with the situation you've been through. Have you heard any rumors of shady business?
Have you heard rumors of underhand dealings in the hospital?
If
No,
you
you're
wanna
supposed to
know
look him
what's
dead in the
going
eye
on
and go,
here,
shady
you better
business.
talk to Miss Jones. She knows everything. Especially what she should have.
Sounds delightful. Did you serve for long, sir?
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
You know,
Really don't
I was in the
talk
service
about all
myself.
this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you?
Yes.
Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Well spoken. Hey, what's the deal with Miss Halcroft thinking she's a vampire?
How close are you to Miss Hallcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here.
What?
Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
Interesting. So you're letting her chomp down on you, huh, bud?
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
Fair enough. I wouldn't be encouraging her, though. You're not helping her with that
You do
behavior.
realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Well, that's kind of why I'm playing this game, so I guess I understand completely. I'll piss off now. Have yourself a good one.
Bye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
I gotta find some drugs to treat this dude with. He's not doing great. Look at all the empty bottles down there. I'm gonna go in search of ingredients. Oh, hey, there we go. That's all that then. Small bottles. Sweet. What's this? Ah, that's the morgue. Okay, cool. I'm gonna raid the morgue and clean it out and see if I can grab some goodies, because I need to mix up some drugs for these people. Need a fair number of materials to mix up drugs and treat my patients. They're not doing well. That guy's interesting. Poor fellow. Bombed, burned his face. Imagine if your face just hurt all the time. Like, that would kind of blow. Being in general pain would suck, but being in face pain would be really not good. Articulately put, Pat. Well done. I have all the makings of a poet laureate. Potassium permanganate. Ah, delicious. Potassium permanganate. Well, you get the idea. Permanganate. Oh, what's that? A dead body with a watch on it. Sweet. The real question here is, how would I know that I had just picked up potassium permanganate? You know? Like, is it just like loose powder in there? Or was it in a jar? Ergotamine? That doesn't seem like a good thing to have lying around. Ergotism is really quite bad for you. Fun fact about ergotism. It causes necrosis of the extremities, particularly visible in the blackness of the tips of the fingers and toes. It also causes seizures, delusions, hallucinations. It's very unpleasant, is my point. Hello there, sir. Can I help you? Perhaps I could have a drink. Love how you just appeared out of nowhere, too. Really, one-shotted me. Just into the ground. Just one shot. I had like half health, and he hit me with like one attack and knocked me on my ass. Laid me right out, huh? The hardest part of this game, honestly, for me is the load time. Is this right here. I enjoy the storyline. I'm having fun with the environments and the creatures and the fighting and stuff. I'm getting better at the fights. Still a bit crap, but the load times are really quite extraordinary. Alright, so everything has already been picked clean that I picked clean. That's good. That lets me know that I don't need to... Now, the real question is, do I still have all the ingredients? Did I get credit for all of that crap? Yes. Good. Bottle of alcohol? No. Photography. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, there we are. There it all is. Good, 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 good. That's fine. That's all fine. Let's go back up here and kick this guy's ass. Gonna appear out of nowhere? Good stuff. Ow, shit. God fucking fuck. Yeah, the last game I played had excruciatingly long load times, but I liked it enough to keep playing, and the game didn't need to load very often. Well, unfortunately, this game does need to load extraordinarily often because I'm garbage at fighting. So it just has to load over and over and over again whilst I get my ass handed to me by even the most basic of enemy, let alone boss fights and stuff. This is, incidentally, this is my problem with games that have 3-stage difficulty tiers. If you have 3 settings, easy, medium, and hard, medium should be a challenge, but it should not be an ass-cracking, miserable battle uphill. Fucking make it, like, vaguely possible, people. It's my 2 cents on the matter. Or, and here's another idea, make it so that there are 5 stages of difficulty and that normal is the middle one. Like, just give me an option to go, like, one above story mode or something. I'm just trying to have fun and play a game. I need your blood, asshole. Medium should be... This will be hard for people who don't game often, but not horribly difficult for experienced gamers. Yeah, that would be my considered opinion as well. It shouldn't be a slog. No game should be a slog. If you're going to play on expert difficulty, that's because you're an expert or a masochist. Fine. That's cool. That's not a slog. That's a choice you made. Like a normal game? Fucking chill, guys. I don't know. It's said the whiny guy who wasn't very good at video games, apparently. Except I am really good at video games. Like, I play a lot of them. There's fucking nothing in this room. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Just come on over here and sit on my lap. Oh, good. 2 of... Oh, good. Yeah, no. See, this is the shit I'm talking about right here. 3 of them? Bullshit. fucking amazing. Guess who gets to be my blood bank? It's you! Jesus.
I cannot enter.
That door is locked. Codeine, now we're talking. Take that man's pain away real good. Of course, it'll take away the vast majority of his cognitive reasoning and everything else, but what are you going to do? That's how we treat patients in the United States. Look them up on some sweet, sweet drugs. Oh. There's another of you over here. Good. And of course it alerted both of you. That's fair, right? Oh, God. Oh, shit. That's alright. I'm not locked in here with them. They're locked in here with me, right? Fucking 3 of them? Really? Again? Fucking 4 of them. Four of these assholes. Oh, you dick. Oh, fuck you. Really? Is that so? Ah, you pissed me off. Fucking 4 of them. 4 of them. And there's another one waiting. If I'd have gone a little too far, I'd have had fucking 5 of them on me. Jesus H. Why do you suppose people think Jesus' middle name started with an H? Oh boy. There certainly are a lot of them down here. What are you doing over there, buddy? Another 3. Bullshit. Bullshit. Nope, need your blood, sorry. Need your blood, sorry. Get fucked. You sure, sir, shall be my next drink. Fuck off. He kept going. So what is the difference between the green, yellow, and red bars up at their top? Oh, the green bar is my health. The yellow bar is my fatigue, or my stamina. And the red bar is my blood. I can expend blood to heal myself. It's called autophagy. I bite myself and drink my own blood and it heals me, which is fun. Using blood is used for all of your abilities. Healing, the weird dart of blood that I shot at them, all of that stuff. Clove essence. That sounds delicious. I would gladly put that in my pipe and smoke it. Salicin.
It's locked.
It's locked. So it is. Interesting. A new citizen investigation is available. Press the blur. What's this? Find out the cause of death. I have read the report to Dr. Tippett's concerning the death of Samuel Connor. I am not quite convinced right now. Perhaps I should conduct my own investigation to determine the patient's real cause of death. Fantastic. Does it harm you if you run out of blood, or are you just unable to use your abilities? I believe that it renders me unable to use my abilities only. I don't think that I have anything else going on there. Let's see here. Home address unknown. Fisherman. Type of death natural. Probable cause of death, fast progressing pneumonia by virus-induced pulmonary consolidation, Spanish influenza. Examination attendees, Dr. Corcoran Tippett, Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan, name and signature of medical examiner, Dr. Corcoran Tippett.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Opened chest. Let's have a look at the corners of the lips.
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps?
Interesting. Damaged legs and arms.
Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman.
What did they find in the chest?
The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened.
Has it now? Did they operate on the lungs?
A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful.
Fascinating. Fascinating. So something burst in his chest.
Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
I want French fries. I would also like French fries. That sounds delightful. I would like it if they were seasoned. With Cajun spices. Okay. Nope, we'll go in there. We'll go out here. You had some with lunch today. Well, aren't you lucky? Why didn't you share them with the rest of us? Potassium permanganate. Ah, yes, this guy. And another one. Anybody else in here? Just the two of you, then. Very well. Should be easy enough to get in there. Cold cock one of you. Alright, so we've worked out that you're a level 10, are you? Ow! Shit. Duck! shit! I knew it was coming even before it happened, because the other guy jumped in on me. I shouldn't have tried to drink that guy's blood. I should have just walloped on him for a while. I should also strongly consider changing out my inventory, because this thing is cool, but not as cool as a goddamn gun. So, is it going to start me over with, like, all of the baddies down here again? Yes, it is. All of the baddies are right here. Ready to fucking go. Come on along, it's going to be a fun time. Oh boy. Oh, that's interesting. Assholes. All right. My God, there's just, yeah, there's just 40 of them. There's just three. There's 2 in that room alone. There's 2 in this room alone. How on earth is one supposed to survive this? And you're back to full health again. It's an outrage. It's a scandal. But the important part is that I'm getting lots and lots of materials, which is what I need. The dying is not so bad, honestly. And the excessive amounts of experience granted by murdering large numbers of people, equally favorable. Oh, yes, I thought you might come to join us. The third one. You, sir. Will essentially be a drinking vessel. Alright. The secret seems to be being substantially less timid about things and just fucking it up. And I can do that. This one here. Yeah? Hope you enjoyed that. Ow. I'll be need your blood, sir. Copious amounts of it. Alright. This room should have plenty of good shit. Yes. Clove essence. Good, good. Really? Alright, maybe this room doesn't have plenty of good shit. Maybe this room has a surprising lack of good shit. This room is devoid of good shit! To quote Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg, I am very disappointed! Alright, I need a treatment for fatigue, a treatment for anemia. I'll need a treatment for sepsis, but obviously I don't have the ingredients for that. And I have enough for that. I'm not. Alright, so I got 3 treatments. The ingredients are so difficult to come by. You need so many of them. I don't like that place very much. And I would really like to level up, but leveling up entails going to bed, and that you sleep for the night, and then that does bad things. And if I go to sleep, then we wake up the next day and people have died of the disease. People I haven't even met yet. And that's, frankly, a bit much. I would really like it if you had a little bit more time. But what's a man to do? Hey, cover each cough and sneeze with handkerchief. Walk to work. Do not spit. Drink from your own cup. Avoid crowds. If taken ill, go to bed and send for a doctor. They even have instructions on how to make a mask. It's like this game was made in 2020. But it wasn't. It was made, I think, 2018 or 2019. I'm not sure which, but it's eerie. Eerie how many good common sense suggestions it has about today. Sure others have made the comparison? Won't be the last. A lot of awful screams in the night around here. And again, seriously, this is a quest to A, explore our environment and find out just where we can go, what we can do. But it is also just a search for ingredients. Just desperately trying to find enough ingredients to make the treatments, the tinctures that my patients need. Need to find Nurse Dorothy in the area. Hello there. How are you today,
Please,
sir?
I need help bad.
What do you?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir.
I love my character's voice.
We were en route for the hospital,
It's just a bit of throatiness.
but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend.
But I'll need to ask you 4 very boring questions. Can you tell me about your friend?
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
As would most men be. Can you tell me where he is? Because that would be very helpful in finding him.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
All right. Well, that's helpful. Thank you. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. We've taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
And what exactly are you doing here? It wouldn't happen to be looking for your friend, would it?
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
Don't we all? I think that's all I need.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Absolutely. Is that your friend right over there? No one is here. Relax.
You're sure you don't
He's
come
just
back
on the
with
other side of that gate.
Nah, I ought to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals. Or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
What
Pass
is it?
for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Ah, what a flat-bottomed pair of trousers you've got there, sir. She really didn't notice me. And then also, she's... Like, I'm looking there. She's just gone. Just gone. Doesn't that alarm anybody? Even slightly? No? Alright. Oh, it's one of you boys, eh? Hello there. Yeah? If that's what you think, why don't you come and do it? Oh, you got a bit of cower going on. Oh, you prick. Yeah, fuck you. Retrieve the thug from the sewers. Alright, I'll do that. Only after I grab some drugs and stuff from the docks. You know, the docks where you find all the drugs. Not untrue. Different kind of drugs, but not on second thought. Weren't a very good joke, were it? Alright, so this guy's scrounging about the filth. Yeah. Having a good scrounge, are we? Get fucked! I need your blood, mate. Damn it! It's a phrase which I utter quite frequently while playing video games. I have got to watch my stamina bar better than I'm doing. That's the main thing, is that this is basically just like... What's the game I'm thinking of? The combat in this game reminds me an awful lot of Let It Die, which I'm told was basically trying to rip off the Dark Souls games in terms of its combat mechanic. So it's, a large knife. Clay.
This is an impressive knife. There's a name engraved on the metal. Clay. What kind of man puts his name on a knife?
Yeah, so I guess this is supposed to be similar in combat mechanic to Dark Souls, which I'm told is all about managing your stamina. Attacking, then diving back, letting your stamina recover, attacking again, timing. And, frankly, it's not a sort of combat that I've ever been very good at all. So it's something that I'm going to have to get a lot better at if I'm going to get anywhere in this game. I don't know why I'm breaking these. I've literally never found anything inside one of them, so I don't know of any good reason why I would be doing this. I just... See, that's the thing. It's fucking Zelda, isn't it? That's... Who's absent? Is it you? It's not me! I'm fighting in the war. Great big fat fuck what I am, but what about you? Why aren't you in there? Get in those trenches, boy. That's where you're supposed to be. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is as soon as I see... I'm like, oh, boxes, barrels. Yeah, fuck that. Just smash everything. And there's nothing. There's nothing there. Ah, good evening, lads. How are you on this fine night? Is that a corpse you're kicking there?
Best stay back, sir. Last warning.
Alright. I'm fucking off.
It's a leech. Kill it.
I'm a leech? What? Alright then. Yeah, stand idly by while your friend is beaten to death with a fucking bludgeon. You think I'm a vampire, do you? I dare say you may be onto something, good fella. Do you enjoy being shot, sir? Yes, I'm a vampire! What fucking of it, eh? Prick. Alright, you did have something on you. What have you got on you then? These guys are just out in the night, murdering anybody they suspect of being a vampire. I did absolutely nothing to suggest to them that I was a vampire, other than walk in the same area that they're in. A lot of blood over here. Looks like you boys have been up to a fair amount of killing. Good evening, sir.
Fancy clothes? This one's a top.
You guys are so easy to kill compared to the ghouls and other vampires. stuck me real good, you did there, mate. Another day, another dick. Alright, so this whole area is lousy with humans, and that's just fine with me. Hostile humans. Why, that's an opportunity. Didn't mean for that to rhyme. Just seems to happen sometimes. Look, I picked up some quinine. Happy with myself for that. Fuck yourselves! Fuck your cout! Cout? I was gonna say cout. I was gonna say cart, but I said cout. Because I was thinking of the fuck your couch sketch. That's a mighty nice rifle. Oh, and you appear to be largely immune to blood attacks. That's impressive. Right, yeah. Hello, lads. Listen, I'm gonna need you to die.
Watch out, boys!
Oh, I'm no murdering bastard. I'm just murdering bastards. Did you like that? Anything interesting over here? No. Okay, this is where I came in. Good. That's a thing I can loot. Lots of things to loot around here. Good. Retrieve the thug in the sewers. I'll retrieve the thug in the sewers when I feel like it. What I feel like doing right now is having a wander through the streets of London and murdering indiscriminately. Well, actually, quite discriminately. Specifically, vampire hunters are the ones who will die at my hand. Well, them and vampires. A watery, sturdy blood sample. Excellent. 10 shillings. See, this is the kind of place that makes you think that maybe old London town wasn't so grand. I can hear a cat. You hear that? Where's the cat? All here's a train. And the screeches of the undead. I heard a cat, though. There it is. Maybe it's a crying baby. I don't know. Yeah, that's a crying baby, is what that is. Now I can't tell if the barking is in the game or in real life. It's in real life. The dogs are acting up a bit. This door has been unlocked. Now I'm at the Limehouse Dock. Excellent. Let's take a look at the old map, shall we? I feel good about that. I made progress. I mean, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing here. What's this? A hideout? Oh, alright. Well, yeah, maybe we can unlock that. That'll be fun. Because, again, I want to do as much discovering as I can in a single night. safe. A cover letter. Alright, yeah. Hello, Frank! How are you, my old friend? It was good to see you last week. Next time, let me get the rounds in. I hope everything is okay on your side of town. Here in your old neighborhood, the situation is getting worse. Clay is getting more violent every day, and is only thinking about expansion, even when it seems there's some new players around, trying to dispute our territory. The Wet Boot Boys are in a bad spot, I'm afraid. So I thought about what you said last time we met, that you never regretted leaving the gang. That the only thing you regret is never being able to put foot in the East End again, to decide to pass by, and, to avoid a good beating, or worse. Well, rest assured that you'd have my protection, if you decided to pass by, and maybe we could talk about... A lot of barking going on. Maybe we could talk again about new opportunities and a job offer? You know, I've always been good with numbers, so maybe if you need an accountant in your company, let's talk about that, shall we? Say hello to your wife for me. WBB for life, old chap. Booth Digby. Pupper number 2 is a permanent addition. And, I can't tell if that's pupper number 1 or pupper number 2 who's barking. I'm assuming pupper number 2. Because she's new, and she's probably not used to me being up here talking to, seemingly, myself. I would imagine that's the sort of thing would make a dog uncomfortable. Hello there! A person who's not actively trying to kill me. Hey! How's it going?
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Oh,
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break 1 or 2 of your bones, just so you remember it.
Pleasant, aren't we? I don't think it would go well for your boys. Unless, of course, they're vampires. Can you tell me about this part of town?
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here, like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Aren't we, fancy for the lady? I know a little something about you, Mr. Digby.
I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know?
Aren't we an interesting individual?
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Godspeed, Mr. Digby. He's an interesting character. Definitely wants to get out of this line.
It's locked, all right.
Perhaps we should have listened to what the idiot had to say first.
He's just taking random shots at a wall. I'm sure everybody feels very secure around you.
It's the fault, they say. Then the gangs, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the blame.
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
Well, as I
just told
explained,
you,
I'm
a doctor from the Pembroke Hospital.
Yes.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, Miss
Edwina.
Hey, night guy, how you doing?
So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
Well, in that case, I hope you're feeling better soon, because you are one of my favorite patrons, and I hate to hear that you're not doing well. But I wasn't doing particularly well yesterday or most of today, so I guess I can fully relate. But like I said, I hope you're feeling better, man. What have you got for trade?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
Very well. Common trigger parts. Interesting. A lot of munitions materials. Grease. Springs, aluminum powder. Weapons and such. Fascinating. Fascinating. Afraid not what I'm looking for, though. Can I interest you in a watch? Hey! How you doing, Shathis? Swinging by for 30 minutes or so. How you liking the game? I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm not sure that it's the most interesting thing to stream because there's a lot of conversation. But then again, I don't suppose people would tune in if that wasn't what they were looking for. You know what I mean? So if that's the game, then I'm assuming that's what people want to watch. Cigarette case. Yeah, don't need that. I have no context for if this is like a good value. Am I getting a good deal? It actions up a bit more, but yeah, you'll get very familiar with the good old doctor's voice. It all kind of started yesterday. I was watching a film and some blah blah couple stuff happened and my crippling loneliness hit me like a ton of bricks. Yeah, I get that, man, and it's not as though you can go out and meet anybody in the midst of this whole goddamn thing, so you're just sort of stuck there. Listen, I was single for like a long ass time, so I'll give you this advice. You know, obviously you can't other people are other people. You can invite other people into your life, but you can't make them actually. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. But the relationships that you have in your life still have value. So my suggestion would be to take joy in the ones that you have. It might not be a romantic relationship. It might be a friendship. It might be a family member who you care about. But spend time with the people you love, and you know, take some joy in that. It's not always easy. Family is tough. You don't always get along with them. I happen to have a fairly good relationship with most of my siblings and my parents. I mean, Shathis is my brother, for the record. So, you know, I've got good people around. But spend time with them. Spend time with if you can't be with the one you love the one you're with. You know, that whole thing. And at some point or another, this whole fucking pandemic is we're gonna have to get a treatment or something. I don't know. I mean, it just can't go on like this forever. You're gonna meet somebody, dude. You're gonna meet somebody. A necklace. Good resale value. Oh, I bet you'd like a pretty pearl necklace, wouldn't you? A perfume bottle. Oh, you seem the type who might like some perfume, love. Not because you're a lady, but because you live in a gutter. And you probably could use a bit of perfume, you know? Bottle of alcohol. Average resale value. Hey, I bet you guys... Oh, but it can be recycled into components. Alright, well, I'm gonna use that then. Cigarette case. Wow, everything can be recycled into components. I might just not buy those things then. Hey, now that we've traded.
Again, Dr. Reed, what do you want?
Fine with non-existence. You do exist. This is a key, my friend. You exist, and your happiness cannot come from another person. Another person can make you happy, but you can't derive all happiness from someone else, and your existence has to have meaning before you're with somebody else. Otherwise, that relationship will implode in on itself so violently and so horribly, you would be better off never having had it. I'm telling you, because I was in a full-blown abusive relationship, and I was so desperate for the company and the connection that I didn't even realize that I was just being shit on the entire time. You'll put up with remarkable garbage from a person if you think that they love you and you don't love yourself. So I would advise that not to think of yourself as non-existent without another person. Instead, work on you. Make yourself someone that people will want to be with. Keep working on your drawing. Pick up some other hobbies. Be someone who you yourself feel good enough about that you are sure somebody out there will appreciate it. That would be... you're getting a whole lot of advice for free tonight, I'm just saying. Tell me about your work, Miss Cox.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
Quite a blunt woman.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
I can't say I'm not interested, so I won't. Can you tell me about this part of town?
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Have a good night,
Can't
Niga.
trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard,
You always got
I'm
friends
sure
here,
some
bud.
arsehole will take advantage of you.
Is that not a bit excessive, madam?
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
Well, you have got a man just shooting at a wall over there endlessly, so I suppose, yeah, maybe there's a lot of bastards. Oh,
You
no,
sound
that's
like you're thinking
you
of somebody
guys.
in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Yeah, I'm not... No, thanks. No, not prying into your business about Booth.
Goodbye,
No, thanks.
Cox.
I gotta go. Hey, Chris.
The sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gangs, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the blame.
Is there ever a negative consequence for asking a person a question? Can I ask them about Booth Digby and then she'll hate me and exile me from this piece of town or something like that? I can certainly see how... Jesus. Fuck, man. This town is huge. On the bridge. Under the bridge downtown. Wait a minute. This looks familiar. Is this one of the things I ran through to get away from Limehouse Dock? Herregud, this place is... There's a lot. There's a lot going on here. I feel like I ran through here to get away from my pursuers at the beginning of the game. Yeah. Yeah, I've been here. Because I smashed through all of this shit. And I found a corpse. From Seymour to my beloved mother, Stella.
From Seymour to my beloved mother, Stella.
Alright.
What is this doing here? Who are these people?
What indeed? It's just a hole full of corpses, is what that is. Quarantine. Eternal thirst. Identify the vampire who created me. Take me to a hospital. A rat in the hospital. Okay, so those are my missions. They're already checked off. Delaney fatigued. I don't know who this man is. God, I am so confused. This game opened up to like a full bore so quickly that I have like very little idea what the fuck is going on. It was like, hey, it's night 1. You haven't slept. Ready to go everywhere? And I'm like, no. No, I'm not. Hello there, old feller. Care to have a job? Oh, hey, money. I love how people just leave money lying around in this town. Just piles of flipping great wadges of cash. Alright, now I know I saw an old man hanging out over here. This town is also all video game towns? Yes, that's fair. Hello there, old feller.
Hello, boy.
Oh, you're a boy?
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
Sir Rufus Kingsbury! What can you tell me about this place?
What can you tell me about this region?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
Why do people prefer to avoid you?
Why do people avoid you?
Is it because you stab
They
them?
call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Is that why you're always frowning?
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
I suppose... Okay, I misread that. This town is also all video game towns, is what I read. But this town and also all video game towns. Yeah, it's...
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
Spare you a bob, huh? Like the amount of money people leave in the bathroom in BioShock. Yeah, I suppose that's true. That's true. There's more than a little bit of cash lying about.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
Oh, well, that's troubling.
What do people say about this place?
Things have been tense between the Wet Boot Boys and the Communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
The Communists, huh? Sounds like a group I'd love to hang out with. Can you tell me more about them?
Are you alone?
Are you alone?
Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home? You're sleeping rough?
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
You should be careful. No, you should be careful.
You should be careful, Rufus. There are things that lurk in the shadows of this city. Things that prey on the lonely and the desperate.
Well, I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
Oh, well, that's sweet. Stella Fishburne. I shall have to go visit her. She seems like a nice lady. Alright, I'm off to the bog.
Long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care. It's locked.
Yes. Yes, it is. Hey, there's somebody in there. Oi!
Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
That's fair enough. I'll be on my way then.
I'll leave you then. Good night.
What if I just kept knocking at her door? There's somebody in there with you. I saw. Unless that was you I saw. I don't know, maybe. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oi.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
That's fair. Can you tell me a little bit about your life in London? What do you do around here? He wants to see more fish. Jesus Christ. Oh, you'll fit right in here, Chris. I'll tell you that.
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. That's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her so good.
Oh. Well, why don't you treat her so good? Is something bothering you?
You seem upset. Is something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
It's hard to be a good son.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just wanted to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
Alright.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
Anyone in particular who bothers you?
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
Nope. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
You've got a problem with beggars, huh?
Is there no one who deserves your leniency then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
So you like your barman. Gotcha. Few personal questions? No. I found the gift. And the corpses. Should I call him out and be like, hey dog, I found your necklace in a pile of corpses which were hidden in a sewer, and your disposition has been nothing but angry since you met me. I feel like that's a little bit suspicious. Green means go? Alright, I'm doing it.
I have retrieved the gift for your mother, sir.
Great. Give it here then and take this for your trouble.
I also found the corpses. The ones under which you left the necklace, Mr. Fishburne.
Ah, so that's where I left it. I can be a bit stupid sometimes.
I want to try to understand.
As a man of science, I'd like to try to understand why you killed those people.
Why does there need to be a reason? They were just there. It happened. That's all.
You're not a mindless animal, Seymour. Surely you have something to say about these murders. Speak up and I will listen without judgment.
Could be right, Dr. Reed. Maybe it'll do some good to confide in a gentleman like you. You being educated and all.
Did that succeed then?
Tell
Who were
me
they?
about your victims, Seymour. Who were they? Why them? Was there a link?
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
3 of them?
How many? How many victims?
It's not like I keep records. It happens when it happens.
And you don't seem to care about that?
You feel nothing, do you? No empathy for your victims at all?
You seem pretty calm yourself, don't you?
We're not talking about me.
That right? Well, our calm's the only thing we have in common then.
Tell me, Seymour, did you enjoy killing them?
Did you take pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives extinguished.
I take no pleasure from it. Just gives me peace. Stills the anger. For a time.
Have you ever tried to stop yourself?
This rage you feel, have you ever been able to control it? Resist it?
I tried. For my mum. I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel better. For a while.
I think you need help. I am a doctor.
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone you trust, someone who cares about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight. Especially about my mum.
Or what, Seymour?
Why is your mother protecting you, Seymour?
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her, but can't you see the awful situation you've put her in?
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead? She seems so sad to know me sometimes.
Well, it's because you're kind of a horrible monster. But death isn't the way to undo death.
I don't believe death is the appropriate sentence for murder. Not in a civilized society. But the last word has to remain with the law.
There is no law around here. No justice to be found. In these parts, revenge is the only answer.
Ah, I fucked that up. Well, that about does it for you and me, Seymour.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
So I'm just gonna let a murderer walk free. There really don't appear to be any police anywhere. So I don't know what exactly I'm supposed to do with any of the information I just discovered.
And every dawn another death.
Very weird. I suppose I should probably go retrieve the rat in the sewers, huh? What's that? The good doctor's morals are flexible. Yeah, I've noticed that. What the hell? My game's just frozen. Ah, well, there it goes. Just kicked in. Old prune and good manners. Alright, well, they're not getting in anytime soon, are they? Seriously? I missed that dodge, huh? Fucking hell. Oh, come on! I fucked up there. Oh, God damn it. The combat, I know what they say about Dark Souls. Yeah, those jump attacks are bullshit. I know what they say about Dark Souls and its clones are that you don't get angry at the game teaches you to get angry at yourself for not hitting the right button at the right time. Like, there is a clearly established pattern to their behaviors and everything. It's just all a bit much to manage at once when there are 3 of them. If it's one opponent, I feel like it's a fair exchange. But when there's fucking 3 of them, I'm just really not quite sure what to do about it. I don't know. And now I have to try to take on 3 of them with fucking no blood. Yeah, I'm gonna need to kite the hell out of these enemies, I'm afraid, because there's just no... There's no fucking way that I'm going to be able to successfully take down 3 of them. So, what? I'm back here. It's weird that it didn't save that I was in this district. So, like, there's one of them right there. Sadly, the combat is the weakest element of this game. I loved everything else about it, but the combat is a little tedious. Yeah, well, tell me about it. That's where my head is at right now, too. I suppose if you and I were different people... and we played games differently and didn't try for the most difficult way of getting through a game. Like, you know, deciding that we didn't want to murder random strangers or whatever, and we weren't trying to be so goddamn ethical, then we'd probably do better at the game. Because I feel like my combat prowess would be substantially increased at this point if I were feeding on people and getting the massive boost of XP they talk about. You fucking dick. That was an Indiana Jones moment where I just felt like, wait, why the fuck am I doing this? What are we indeed?
Get away from me, you bastard!
Oh, I'll stay away. Stay away forever. For the record, I beat this entire game without ever firing a gun. I love the stake as the offhand weapon. I also love the stake, but the gun is extraordinarily useful. Did you get an achievement for not firing a gun? Was it worth it? Oh, fuck me. I'll take just the one, thank you. Oh, you're extraordinarily resistant to gunfire, are you? How about blood attacks? Do you like those? That's fine, I'll take you down. I don't care. I will take them out once I have cleared these guys. Sorry, sir, but I need your blood. It's as delicious as it is nutritious. And I need a heapin' helpin'. I'm fighting on 5+ guys? What do you mean 5+ guys? There's one of them. Oh yeah, well that's true. They are substantially stronger than I am. But I have no choice. I can't sleep or somebody dies. So I'm just trying to explore and gather up as much ingredients and meet as many people as possible so that I can go fucking cure people.
I need someone who can read this.
Wow. Interesting. I tried sleeping. I played ahead over at Indigo's house, and I got some stuff done, and then I leveled up. Like, I beat a fucking werewolf in the sewer. He was very, very difficult to beat, but I took him down. And then I went and I slept and leveled up. And then it was like, hey, this person you've never fucking heard of before is dead. From a disease that I didn't treat them for. And I was like, I'm sorry, but if a person that I've literally never met before has died, like, I can't, well, then I just can't level, can I? I have to find that person and cure that person. So, basically, I'm just going to find all of the people. I'm going to meet everybody before I level. At all. And that's my life now. Because I started playing Vampyr. You do exactly that because you really need people to live. Yeah, that's the goal. Alright. Hardly seems fair, though. It was literally the third time I had ever rested. One of them was mandated by the game. No, 2 of them were mandated by the game. This is the first time I had voluntarily rested. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Oops. Guess I should have aimed that one, huh? Ow. So yeah, we've established that you're quite durable. These guys are a lot harder at level 10, aren't they? It's legitimately brutal. I'm pretty sure I slept more than that without anyone dying. Yeah, well, I looked it up online, and somebody said that they got the same thing, and then when they went to that district, because somebody in Whitechapel, they said when they went to that district, that person was there and was fine. So the notification could be like, it could be like an error, but I don't want to take any chances on losing anybody. I haven't, especially ones I haven't met yet. I don't know, it just seems like a bad idea. I don't know. Exactly that, because you need, you know, it's I feel like maybe I should have played through on story mode, but I didn't feel like I'd get the full game experience because they flat out say it takes out mechanics to play through in story mode. So I was like, alright, then I'll play through on normal mode, and that way I'll see what the full game is like. I don't want to play part of the game. Oh. I'm in the cat area again. Okay. Last time we went right. I guess this time we'll go... No, that's what... We've been here. Okay. Okay. Alright, we've been here.
It's a leech! Kill it!
In fairness, part of the point of this game is that you don't get the best ending the first time through unless you regularly hit a wiki. Oh, well, that's fair. Ow, you prick. Good times. Every now and then you have to embrace the madness. I mean, they are trying to kill me. It's hardly my fault. So if I've gone a bit mad in the way that I've responded to it all, well, que sera, sera. Thompson Tobacconist. Beer, whiskey, liquor. These are a few of my favorite things.
Go back home, idiot! Mine!
Did you call me? I'm sorry, did that guy's...
Let's see how he likes a bit of fire!
First of all, you're referring to me as an it, when I'm clearly trouncing you in combat, which means I have a greater intelligence.
Murdering bastard!
Not murder if I'm an animal. There we go. Alright. Oh, hey, trash. Alright, I think I've gathered enough ingredients to warrant a visit back to my hospital desk. Now the question is, how the hell do I get back there? I thought I saw something shiny, and I did. It was right here. There we go. I'm back at the good old Pembroke Hospital. No, I don't like it in there. Is this? Yes. Good. Thank God for that. I was really starting to get worried for a minute there. Hello, Miss. Hello.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
Hello there, Pippa. I've heard you're sleeping with the ambulance driver.
It's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How's life in London?
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
The Spanish flu won't last forever.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Now, the president said that it'll be gone by June. How's the staff coping with the problem?
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual.
Well, then I get up at 6:30. Alright, well, thanks for joining us, man. I appreciate it. Why especially the practitioners?
Why does Milton dislike
I'm actually like weirdly thrilled to have you pop in for more than one stream. I'm kind of glad that we're both playing like a game that we both like. So
why is Milton?
I hope you'll continue to stop in here and there.
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Alright guys, should I confront her about the fact that she's sleeping with the ambulance driver? I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, I know technically speaking, you're not supposed to, but who cares?
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
Your attitude needs changing.
I don't like your attitude, Nurse Hawkins. Pessimism can be as lethal as the epidemic in times like these.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
Understandable. You, getting some on the side?
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes. Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Given the fact that you've actually been, you know, hitting up the frickin' patients here for money, yeah, I would say you're both kind of shitty people.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
Yes, well, she still deserves our help.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
Fair enough.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Alright, so you do care for her, you think that she runs on pure hate, and you are convinced that she is going to go to hell soon enough. Alright, that's good, good. So, your bedside manner must be very effective.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
And I can't talk to you again? No, I can't. Interesting. Ah, drugs. Alright, I'm gonna mix up some concoctions and see if... Oh, hey, look, everything's respawned in here. Good. Go around nabbing drugs from all the bins. Ah, there's the suitcase.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I will not let you down, my boy.
I wonder if I can cure that guy. Alright, I have gathered so many drugs that there has to... Oh, I can gather even more drugs. Third floor? No access to the third floor. Interesting. Interesting. Perhaps later then. Dr. Swansea, how you doing? How's the whole being a doctor thing going?
Do you need something, Jonathan?
Yes, actually. I have questions. I met Lady Ashbury.
I have met Lady Ashbury.
She's a fascinating woman, wouldn't you agree?
Certainly. Is she the reason you recruited me? You really tried to help her.
Is she the true reason you recruited me? To work on her condition and addiction for blood? A part of me is thinking I've been played.
Lady Ashbury is a cherished friend of mine. I would not betray her secrets without her consent. Come to the rescue of a damsel in distress. I ask nothing more.
Okay. Tell me about the blackmailer. I want to know about the blackmailer!
Blackmailer?
Oh, I know too much about this matter already. I'm confident in trusting the interests and reputation of both the hospital and Our Lady into your able hands.
But I have questions!
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
What's the deal with you and your Jesus friends?
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
That's weird. You're not afraid of vampires?
Yet you don't fear me. And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
Well, that explains a few things.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the docks and the questions you ask.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
I would tend to agree. What's the deal with the hospital?
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
And, where do we stand? What do you mean?
Where do we stand today?
Well, to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
I should say so.
What do you expect of me?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor.
But
the
I don't
sick
wear a
of the
white
East
coat.
End, the forgotten.
That's a very silly way of thinking of it. What was the deal with Bishop?
The man we pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe. Was he a vampire?
He was a Skald, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
And how are they made?
How do skulls come into existence?
Well, when a mommy skull and a daddy skull
The etymology may indicate
love each other very much.
Of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself and a skull?
A skull is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires... Now, vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
Interesting. And what do you know about vampires?
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings, and the penny dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
I've already read that the sun doesn't destroy me, so...
The morning following my transformation, its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
See, that I don't get. That seems a silly distinction. Because the sun is supposed to be one of the only things that can kill a vampire, and I guess they decided to just do away with that.
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
Yeah, but I don't have to kill them. I can just kind of drink a little off of them. You're full of shit, Dr. Edgar Swansea.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar. I cannot enter.
Can't go in there. That's locked. Ooh, drugs. Ah, drugs. Alright, well then I guess I'll go to my quarters then. Ooh, no, there might be more. Drugs! Drugs. Good. What's this? A used hacksaw. That could be interesting. What are we proposing here? Alright. What is the used hacksaw? Oh, yeah. So that's 65 damage, and this is... Seems to attack faster. Or maybe it attacks slower. I can't tell. I think it's slower. 15... Alright, well, I know this thing attacks faster. So 15. Okay, so yeah. I got a hacksaw that'll do a lot more damage per minute. That's very good. It's very good news. This, on the other hand, well, I'll have to figure that out. I'll have to figure all that out. I'm gonna need to do some construction. Can't go in there.
Locked.
Got my office. Hop on over to the crafting table. See if I can make some drugs. Weapon upgrade. Cool. Can I upgrade my wooden stake? No, I'm not upgrading any of that. Don't make me do things. Let me do things on my own, thank you. I need that. Good. Need that. Need... God damn it! Too little codeine. Too little clove essence. Alright. So I need... I have treatments for just about everything else. That's good. That's good. That's real good. That's real good.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
What a sad commentary. Why don't you water it? I don't know.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Save the old man by defeating the skulls. Alright, fine. I guess I have a couple things to do then. District status, serious. The status of this district is that they are not fucking around. Oh, she dead. I haven't been here yet. This is a new area? Hey man, how's it going? Oh, this thing's better. Oh, this thing's a lot better. I'm on bloody fire. Ah, look, they just fucked off. You and your fire could... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. The hacksaw is substantially better. I'm really, really glad I found that. I was perhaps a tad overambitious in taking on 2 guys with torches and 1 guy with a machete, but I have a sneaking suspicion that with a bit more planning, I will fare quite a bit better. So I'm going to go execute that plan. And execute that man. Very soon. I'm at the Pembroke Hospital. And these guys were over this way? Yes. Yes, they were. Oh, first of all, I could eat rats, but that's gross.
Die,
You guys are dumb as rocks.
Oh my god! Vicious bugger!
I am a vicious bugger. I'll give you that. And I'm a thirsty one. You gonna use that gun or just brandish it menace? You're gonna fuck off. Ow. That was quite the stab, sir. There we go. Nice and full on the blood. Aw, that's not what I meant to do. I was just trying to grab the goods you left. There we go. You're not very good at your job, sir. Influenza. Frequently complicated with pneumonia. Stay at home.
I'll kill you!
No, you really won't. You little cock. I like how it keeps reminding me of the status of this district. That's fucking serious over here, dude. That's really bad.
Best turn around if I were you.
That's fair enough. I don't really need to go into hugely dangerous territory. I just would like to travel about a bit. Explore. Oh, hello. What's this? Can I go in there? I don't know if I'd like to.
I cannot enter.
Alright, well, maybe we'll go in here then. I can go in. I don't even know what this place is. I don't know why I would go down here. I suppose I should probably be doing the missions that I've been assigned, but I'm just so curious about the landscape, you know? Loading time for Stonish Bridge sewers. Conditions serious. They're serious in here. Oh, hello. I think I know where I am. Oh, hello. Might as well just use my abilities on you. I'm sorry, did you just resist my... You're not supposed to be able to resist a wooden stake, sir. That's bullshit. Did you see? He flashed the word editorial. I think that thus far the story is fairly interesting. We're dealing with a physician who was transformed into a vampire. And he has, you know, you have a Hippocratic Oath situation going on. He doesn't want to harm people. Oh, seriously? That alerted him? Hang on. He's at least ostensibly a good person. He did serve in the war. Oh, wow. That hurt a lot, actually. That took me down fairly far. Nice. So he's, for all intents and purposes, we can assume that he's a good person. He was an officer in the war. He has been a doctor and focused a ton of his efforts on blood transfusions and modernizing medicine. Those are all, you know, commendable things. And then to all of a sudden find out you're a vampire, like, you'd be pretty bummed about that, I would imagine. I would be. I mean, I'd be bummed and I'm not even anybody of great importance. In typical vampire story fashion, he's been drawn into a conspiracy that's larger than himself, and we're, you know, asked to believe that he would want to aid or abet these people in some way, which I think is a tad difficult to swallow. But I guess he wants to find out who made him. And why. So, I don't know, I can relate to wanting to figure that information out. That wasn't so much as an editorial as a summary of the events so far. I guess what I would say is, I'm interested to see where it goes. The storyline, because the whole situation where we're interacting with people and we're building relationships and we're trying to establish connections between people and we're trying to grow connections between ourselves and them. It's an interesting dynamic, and I suppose the premise behind it is that I'm supposed to suss out who the bad people are, who the people that deserve to die are, so that I can, feed on them and gain experience and improve my power by killing them instead of killing somebody else. I just have no reason to believe that won't come back to bite me in the ass, because terrible people often get things done. Historically speaking, most of our heroes are kind of assholes. So I don't know if at some point or another, Clay, for instance, the guy who stabbed a man and shoved him into the river after being stabbed himself for killing that man's brother. Should I feed on him? Is the fact that he's a terrible person, and he is indisputably a terrible person, is that reason enough that I should feed on him? And will that come back to haunt me later on? There isn't really a way to be sure. And part of me thinks that instead of doing the whole good guy, don't kill anybody thing, for at least the sake of the stream, I should try to do something a little bit more interesting than that. I should make those choices. Just to see how it all turns out. Because as my brother astutely pointed out, I'm very unlikely to get the good ending on this playthrough anyway. So it seems to me that maybe I might as well experiment a tad and see where things take us. I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm curious to see where the game goes. That being said, it is now after 10 o'clock, and I've played the game for quite some time, so I think I'm going to call it a night, and I'm going to thank you very much for coming. That's my plan, anyway. And, oh, well, then that's fair enough, because you're, at this point, as far as I can tell, the only person who's still watching. So, thanks for tuning in, and continuing to tune in. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna drive over to my wonderful girlfriend's and sleep next to her. So, that's my plan. But take it easy, Laura. Good chatting with you. I will tell her hello for you. Absolutely. Oh, and of course it goes without saying, good night and good luck. Stare awkwardly into camera. Oh boy.